You know, we've all seen it happen. Teams that look incredibly busy, rushing from one thing to the next, but the really important goals, they just don't seem to move forward. It's one of the biggest puzzles in business, that gap between all the effort and the actual results. So today, we're going to dive into how a structured approach, like Humanology's Productivity and Strategic series, is designed to solve that exact problem.
Does this question hit a little close to home? You see the flurry of activity, right? The endless meetings, the emails flying. But when you step back and look at the strategic impact, it just feels like you're spinning your wheels. This is what's called the activity trap, where we start confusing being busy with being productive. It's a super frustrating cycle for sure, but here's the good news, it's totally solvable.
So how do we actually break out of that cycle of just being busy? Well, the answer isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, and you can only do that with a clear framework. And that's exactly what Humanology brings to the table. A structured method that's all about building the right skills that connect directly to real performance. Let's take a look at how it works.
Okay, so the whole method is built on this really simple but powerful three-step process. It all kicks off with step 1, discover. This is where you find the perfect training for your specific goals, so no guesswork. Then you move into step 2, learn. This is where you get to engage with experienced trainers who use practical, real-world case studies, not just dry theory. But honestly, this last step is where the magic happens. Step 3, apply. This is where all that new knowledge gets turned into action, creating a straight line from the training room to actual, measurable results for your business.
Now, to make that apply step a reality, you've got to have the right tools, right? And that's exactly what these programs are. I want you to think of them less like a bunch of separate courses and more like a complete strategic toolkit designed to help you build a truly high-performance organization.
And this toolkit is seriously comprehensive. I mean, look at this. You've got solutions for those everyday challenges like boosting work productivity, sitting right next to really high-level leadership skills like strategic thinking for leaders. It covers the whole shebang, from complex problem solving to strategic planning for business. Each one of these is like a specialized tool designed to build a very specific and very important capability.
But you know, this brings up such a crucial point. Great training isn't just about getting a certificate to hang on the wall, is it? It's about creating a real, tangible impact. The actual goal here is to move past just learning new stuff and start achieving outcomes you can actually see and measure.
So what do we even mean by a meaningful outcome? Well, it really boils down to one simple thing: measurable improvement. We're not talking about just feeling more productive. We're talking about seeing concrete, undeniable shifts in performance and strategic execution. It's all about drawing that direct line from the training to the bottom line.
And this quote, this is really the core philosophy behind everything. Think about it. Knowledge is potential, but it's action that gives it power. The entire Humanology method is built from the ground up to make sure that every single skill you learn in the training room can be put into action the very next day, right where it actually counts.
So if you're feeling ready to help your team make that shift from just being busy to being truly productive and strategic, there's a really clear path forward. Let's look at how you can take that all-important next step.
And getting started is super simple. If you're the kind of person who likes to do your own research and explore at your own pace, you can just browse through the full lineup of programs online. But if you're looking for a more tailored solution, or maybe you just want to talk through your team's specific challenges, their team is right there ready to give you some personalized guidance when you inquire directly.
At the end of the day, that gap between activity and achievement, it's bridged by having the right strategy and the right skills. So the only real question left is, are you ready to start building that bridge for your team?